Does anyone else find it kind of funny that whenever people want to mock a religion, they choose Christianity, and whenever they want to mock a god, they don't choose Allah or Buddha or even the people who praise cows, but they choose Jesus? That's peculiar. I wonder why that could be. Either way, truth is, mocking God is never a good idea. Just ask these people. In the era of silent movies and grayscale imagery, Thomas Andrews had a grand vision for a ship that'd make history, and boy, did he nail it with the Titanic, the massive British luxury liner that we all know and love to this day. But when a pesky reporter asked him if the Titanic was safe, Thomas just couldn't resist blurting out a statement with a touch of arrogance and replied, "Not even God himself could sink this ship." Which was probably the goofiest thing that could have come out of his mouth at that moment. Because, well, let's just say the big man upstairs had a good laugh at that one. And to be fair, Thomas probably should have left his ego at the door before it was at the bottom of the ocean, instead of making such a bold statement. But hey, hindsight's 20/20, right? Anyway, it's safe to say Thomas's confidence in the Titanic's supposed unsinkableness was slightly misplaced. Let's just hope that next time someone builds a ship, they don't get quite so big-headed, or else they might just need to start investing in some heated floaties. Marilyn Monroe, a lady who had everything that anyone could ever dream of. Wealth, fame, and beauty that could make even the most handsome of men swoon. But during a film shoot, she was visited by Billy Graham, who claimed that the Spirit of God had sent him to preach to her, but she replied, "Sorry, Billy, I've got my own personal savior. Her name is Chanel." What she really said was, "I don't need your Jesus."
Get some help.
But then, get this right, a week later, she was found taking a permanent beauty nap in her bedroom. The rumor that mills around says she reverse birthed herself due to depression, which most of us know that was probably an exceptional time to get some Jesus. But no, she refused and mocked him instead. And unfortunately, now she doesn't have time to change her mind and get into the afterlife's VIP section. During his presidential campaign, he boasted that he's unstoppable and said that not even God could stop his presidency if he got 500,000 votes from his party. Well, he got his votes, but it turns out God does have a sense of humor, because this guy came down with a nasty cold not a month before, not a week before, but the day before he was supposed to be inaugurated.
You're a victim.
Christine Hewlett really thought she roasted the Bible when she said the Bible was the worst book ever written.
You fool!
But the only one who got roasted in the end was her, because in June 2006, after being shot, she was found burnt to a crisp in her car. She was so crispy, in fact, she wasn't even recognizable anymore. She went from a person to a pork rind. So in Brazil, a group of tipsy friends went to pick up their friend in Campinas. The mom saw them off, rightfully fretting about their inebriation, and said to her daughter, who was already in the car, "My daughter, go with God and may he protect you." To which the daughter responded with the most smooth-brained, dopey quip, "Only if he rides in the trunk, cause in here's already full."
I beg your pardon?
Well, just a few hours later, the horrible news came that the group had been in a terrible accident, and they all croaked, every last one of them. The car was so mangled it looked like it went through a trash compactor, except for the trunk, which miraculously survived. The police couldn't explain it, but when they opened it up, they found a carton of eggs inside, uncracked and unscathed. Guess God really was in the trunk after all. All these people really got outlived by one of the most fragile breakfast foods to ever exist. But with all that being said, never mock the power of the Almighty, or you might just end up pushing daisies. God is not mocked.